Thank you very much for that introduction. And John spared you all and spared me from what often happens when I get introduced, and people don't just talk about my job at the Pentagon, they talk about my other jobs working for various people named Bush and working for John McCain and the U.S. Trade Representative's Office and the Washington Star. And I'm one of those people who came to Washington over 20 years ago and has just gotten fabulous jobs, one after another. About a year ago, I went to speak at a little tiny place outside Pittsburgh, PA, where my parents live. And I went there because my parents had asked me to come and speak to their little local club and their friends. And my mom calls me up the night before, and she says, I just wanted to tell you one thing before you speak tomorrow. I said, what's that? And she said, just don't embarrass your father and me, okay? So there's nothing more nerve-wracking than speaking in front of your parents. 60 minutes interview, fine. Podium, the Pentagon, fine. In front of your parents and their friends. So one of the nice little friends stands up and introduces me, and she literally somehow had gotten a copy of my resume from the government when you actually sign up for a political job. And it was 2 pages long. And she's reading through it, line after line after line. And one of my parents' best little friends sitting in the front row, louder than I'm sure she knew she was saying, goes, boy, it sounds like she can't hold a job. And I could see my parents looking at each other going, that's exactly what we think.